What's up, guys? Welcome to episode number 42 of 10K on the Bay, my journey to 10,000 live listings on eBay. Today I'm going to go over,
Guys, welcome to episode number
looks like the
42.
audio is working. Today I'm going to go over 5 tips and things that I'm implementing into my new store to get the $52,000 annual income or $1,000 per week. I think that you are a sum of your habits, so I'm going to try to go over how I plan on doing that. Let me set up the screen share now. Awesome. What's up, Stephanie? Can you see my screen? I think you should be able to. I'm actually going to set it up so you guys can see the chat. Let's see here. What's up? Is it Lauren? Hopefully I'm pronouncing that right. Thanks. Yeah, my videos are having some good reception. What's up, guys? What's up, Robert? So I'm going to get straight into it. I'm going to go into a bunch of things that I want to explain that should help you guys prevent slow sales. So real quick, I got to shout out my Patreon people. We've got Frank, Tracy, Tina, Clark, Joseph, Monty, Jay Scott, Ryan, Floyd, Aaron, Carney, Amanda, Marcy, and Diana. Thanks so much for supporting my Patreons, helping me make these videos free. I'm about 10% of my way there to quitting my day job, which is pretty exciting. And I can talk about eBay all day with people who care about eBay, which I'll go over in just a second. So the first step I want to talk about is working in scheduled blocks. So right now, I block out 6 a.m. and 9 a.m. to work on eBay, basically 7 days a week. I'm working on it the entire time. From 8 a.m. to 9 a.m., I'm working on shipping to make sure I can get all my items done. That way I don't have to worry about it during the day. I offer same-day shipping until 12 Eastern Standard Time. And that basically is, that's my cutoff for same-day shipping. So that way I can still offer it, but still get it done. And still, since I'm still working in my day job, I work on it during the day. That's when clients are calling me and I'm working on Facebook marketing. So from 6 a.m. to 9 a.m. every day, I block that out. I try not to do any social media. I try not to listen to any music. I just work during that time. And then from 9 p.m. to 10 p.m., I do accounting. So right now I don't have a bookkeeper, so I'm doing all my books myself so I can really get an idea of what I'm working on, and I'm going to bed. Probably not a good idea to do it from 9 to 10 p.m., but it's helping me sleep better knowing where my finances are at. Yeah, Stephanie, Patreon is just like an online subscription service. So you guys can pay for, like, if you want to talk to me every week or you want to be in a group, there's different levels for that. Do I use a listing software? I'm using InkFrog right now, which is difficult for me to transition from having people list directly on the eBay app to InkFrog, but that's better. And I don't want to jeopardize my eBay account by having people list at their home for me and having the IP address confusing, or I'm sorry, having the IP address linked to an account that might be shut down. So I'm gonna switch completely to InkFrog. What's up, Andrea? So the next step is I want to focus on building margin with closeouts, liquidation, hype, and thrifting. And what I mean by that is if you're looking for margin, like this is an example. These are Supreme, I don't know if you guys can see these. These are Supreme Doc Martin releases, right? And you're gonna make at least 50% on your money. So if I spent 170 on these, they're selling for around 300 to 350 on eBay, right? So this is an example of a hype product. So anything Supreme, like with this logo, or Bape, or Billionaire Boys Club, or brands that are really hot that do limited edition releases, those build your margin. Like you can double your money in one day, right? But they are not easy to find and they're not easy to scale. So you can't buy 100 pairs of these because they only release 100 pairs to the whole world. So that's how you build margin, but those are difficult to find. And you can also do it with closeouts, liquidation. That's one way that people scale, by buying pallets of closeouts and liquidation from, let's say, Target returns or Walmart returns or Amazon returns, which is a little bit scary from what people have told me. And from other people, they've told me that Amazon returns are easy. You just get them, test it all, send it back in the FBA. That sounds awesome. So test building your margin with these type of products, but remember, they're not replenishable. And what I mean by replenishable is, you guys know I'm building a private label brand called Low Key Husky. So I'm going to build an audience on social media and show you guys how I do that. So my Instagram, Twitter, Pinterest, all that stuff is linked to Low Key Husky. So I'm building a community. So when I release a product, they will buy it. And I don't have to be skeezy and pay people to buy reviews or discount products, which is all being cracked down on by Amazon anyway. I'm going to have legitimate people who support my brand. Oh, you can't see the item? Oh yeah, you guys can't see the item because I'm on a screen share. But anyway, it's the brand Supreme. So I'll put it in here. Supreme. It's Supreme anything. Just an example of an item that's a hype brand that you can't really get if you can't get it in bulk. So today I'm going to, let's see here. We talked about working in scheduled blocks. I am going to make this Trello worksheet available for you guys as soon as I figure out how to do that. So today I'm going to call a hat manufacturer, and that's going to help me. A hat manufacturer is going to help me start my replenishable brand. So it's going to cost a little bit of money once I get all that set up, and that's why I am doing the. That's why I'm starting now. I'm starting to meet the manufacturer, call different people, so I can start the process now because I know it's going to take some time. So while I'm building up my eBay store and building up my bankroll, I'm going to do it slowly. So I'm going to work on replenishables, and I'll show you guys how to do that. And basically, once you have tons of replenishables in your store, you can just reorder instead of going out to thrift or buying liquidations or closeouts. You can just sell your own product. Okay, so the next product is, or the next idea is the download text expander. This is only if you have iOS or a Mac. I don't know if text expander works on a PC, but it's basically a snippet tool that will allow you to type in a shortcut and it will pop up. So when you type in, like for me, if I do shirts, I type in SSS and it will repopulate my entire thing. So I'm not going to do a video on how to use text expander because it's very, you can just YouTube one. So I'm not an affiliate and I'm not getting paid to tell you that, but download a snippet tool to do that, to get that going through. And then step number 41, let's see if I can turn off the screen share. I think you guys can see me now, right? Step number 41 is to upgrade your light bulbs. So this is an example. So I'm not going to do an affiliate link on these, but I'm just going to show you guys like this. In my description, there are 2 lighting kits, right? And one is a cheap lighting kit and one is an expensive lighting kit. And the difference is basically just this. So thrift buyster, real quick, or I'll address thrift buyster in just a second. But the difference between the 2 light kits is basically just the size of the light bulb. So you can just buy a cheap lighting kit and get a nicer light bulb and achieve the same thing. I'm not responsible if you light your house on fire. I don't know if like the hardware is not equipped to do this, but I tested it yesterday. I just put this nice light bulb in my cheap light kit and it works fine. So that's something that you can do. So Thriftmeister is like one of these haters that says, why don't you give out your eBay store like other YouTubers? I do give it out. You just have to DM me. I wasn't trying to be super like private about it. It's not that hard to find my eBay store, guys. If you guys Google it, you can probably find it. So it looks like basically if you want to find me, you can. I did actually talk to Jason T. Smith about this today, and he runs the eBay group, the thrifting board, and he's like, you might as well just tell people because they're going to find it anyway. And I have nothing to hide. I just don't want people to go to my store and not buy anything and mess up my search rankings. So nothing personal, but also I have already blocked 40 people who message me on my eBay store. So it's like my eBay store is for business and people are on there asking questions about my store, which is not cool because I need that traffic to translate into sales. So I'm not going to blame the community for doing that. I know you guys are just curious. That's why I'm creating the secondary store called Low Key Husky, where you guys can see it grow from zero along the way. And I know that it's going to be a lower sell-through rate, but I know also people will buy items from the store. So if you really want to know my 10K store, go ahead and message me and I'll send you the name of the store, but I'd prefer not to, since it's actually hurting my business. You're making it harder for me to get the 10K. That's the reason why I haven't shared it. But there's definitely, like, for example, there was a video that posted that was called 10K on the Bay Exposed. And they basically were just sharing, they were just talking about my actual store in the Q&A, right? So like, this is, in my opinion, it's probably, I mean, it's not really that bad because I had nothing to hide, right? You can look at my eBay store, but like, you know, and someone was just saying, oh, he's just a bin seller. And I was like, I literally disclosed where I purchased all those items. I guess no surprise, like there's nothing to hide. So anyway, that's interesting. We are actually all set up for, I mean, let me see if I have anything else that I want to share. Let me go back to my screen share. All right, cool. Hopefully you guys can see my screen again. So step number 41 is to upgrade your light bulbs. That's been really good. And then step number 42 is to network with people who care about their business. Yeah, network with people who care about eBay and Amazon, not necessarily your family. So like, let me go back to stop. Okay, so yeah, my last step of the 5 today is to basically network with people who actually care about eBay and Amazon, because your family will get sick of hearing about it. That's why I set up this mastermind group for you guys to call. So I wanted to go back and just address Sue real quick. So there's only 3 people, unfortunately, in a mastermind group that was set up in my group, eBay MBA. So I created that group to help you find people that will talk about eBay and Amazon with you. So unfortunately, because of my time restriction, I can't be in every single one of these calls. It's actually pretty exciting because there's probably 20 groups already of people who are in there who meet every week and try to do it, which is great. And I wish I could be there, but I think that I may have to create a criteria so people run the meetings the same way that I think helps, which is just, did you sell more each week? Did you list more each week? And then what are you going to do to change it? That's the whole point of the call for me, because for me, the whole point of the call is to improve my store. But there's a secondary need that it fills, which is like just being friends with people in the community and just being able to vent or develop a relationship with other people. So if you go towards building a community of people who actually give a shit, excuse my language, about eBay, that's the way that really makes it work, because most people don't care about eBay or Amazon. Like, flipping stuff on the internet is not interesting to them. So I think it's important to build a community. I apologize for not being able to be in all these groups. I'm trying to figure out a way that I can have a lead person that can lead the group. And maybe I can certify you or something on how to grow these events. Like, to give you a quick concept, it's like Reezy and I used to do the reseller roast on Sunday, and there was 35 people who showed up, right? And we were like, man, this is really cool. With 35 people, you can talk to everybody in a day, get to know, and you level up. But if it gets bigger, it's like, it's difficult to meet everyone in one day at least. Like, if you had a couple, 2-3 days, you could meet 200-300 people. Or it could be like huge, right? If we did Reseller Con and it was huge and there was like 10,000 people there, you'd only meet like basically the people you stay with in your hotel, because it's so big, so impersonal. So I recommend you get like a small crew of people that kill it. Robert is saying you can go to Home Depot and buy LED lights. They're brand EcoSmart. That's awesome. So brand EcoSmart, thanks Robert for the pro tip. So basically you can upgrade your bulbs, not spend a lot of money. Get the cheapest, okay, I don't want to recommend getting the cheapest light kit, but that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to buy the cheapest light kit available and add the nice bulb. Hopefully it doesn't light your house on fire. Let's see. What's up, Thrifty? So that's it. Oh, Big D asks, am I concerned about burnout? I'm not concerned about burnout, but I do like this public accountability thing because like my boy Dion, who just called me this morning, was like, hey, last night I wanted to hit my listing goal, but like I decided to just go to sleep instead of going to Walgreens to finish testing this last product. And I was like, I can't do that. When I take like a day off, I have like 20 people that are like, where are you at, bro? Are you getting closer to your 10K goal? So like public accountability is nice. I'm not burned out because I have like 1,000 people I don't know pushing me. So it's pretty exciting. Let's see here. Does anybody have any other questions? Let me know. I don't do Q&A too often, but when I am going to do Q&A, I'm going to do all the good stuff in the front of the video, and then which I'll just summarize for the people who are here late. So I want you to schedule your time in blocks. So for me, I have 3 hours in the morning, 6 a.m. to 9 a.m. where I'm not doing any social media. I'm just doing listing, shipping, customer service, all that stuff in the morning. And then from 9 p.m. to 10 p.m., I'm doing accounting. Build margin with closeouts and liquidation, and then build replenishables to build your business. So look for wholesale products or create your own label like me. My first product is going to be a hat, and I'm calling hat manufacturers today. I will go over that concept with you guys. The next one is download text expander, and then upgrade your light bulbs. And then the fifth one is get a crew of people that will actually talk to you about eBay and Amazon that actually care about it. Your loved ones will get sick of you talking about eBay and Amazon for sure. Yeah, I need to talk about the agenda for these meetings. So the way I do it is we all share wins and losses and try to keep it short. So you gotta be a dictator. It's not a good word. You gotta be the boss when it comes to keeping people within their time limit. So it's like share something good, share something bad, and then let's say for example Robert's in a call and he has a more in-depth problem, like, oh, I'm really having a hard time with my listers. They're very inconsistent. Then we would say, okay, that's the hot seat this week. So Robert's in the hot seat, and then the other 5 people in the group. I have good experience with six-person groups. But it works just as well with like 4 people. But less than 4 people, you're not getting the true mastermind, in my opinion, where there's lots of different ideas. But for 10 minutes, we would ask Robert, like, what's going on with your listers? Do you have a chart for them to follow? Do they all have the same lighting kit? Where are they listing, in your house or in your garage? And we ask questions for 10 minutes without giving advice. Then Robert would go dark in the video call, so he can't hear or get in his own way. And the other people would discuss like, oh, I think he'd be better off if he did it in his garage, because right now, he's doing it in his living room and it's bugging his kids or whatever. And then this person may say, oh, well, I think he needs to build a chart so that people are doing the same thing every time. And then for that 10 minutes, you just discuss ideas. Then the last 10 minutes, you bring back Robert. You guys talk about it. And, once you talk about it and share with each other, then you can regroup. And at the very end of the call, you do homework. So you're like, Robert, what are you going to do this week? And he's going to say, okay, I'm going to make a chart for my listers. And then the next week when you show up, you have your homework done and everyone moves along every single week. That would be the purpose of the call I would like to create for you guys. But it seems like, that's a kind of a complicated process that would require some type of moderator to make sure it goes that way. What's up, notification? Robert says if you can't afford a light kit, indirect sunlight between 9 and 4:30 p.m. That's a good idea. So no matter how good your lighting kit is, natural light is better. So you guys can see on my store, I have an item, a Coach bag that I took pictures of outside. So I'll actually share my screen again real quick. What's up? Hopefully you guys can see my screen. Can you guys see my my screen? Just want to make sure before I show you guys this stuff. Sorry, Reezy's blowing up my phone. Let me know in the chat if you guys can see the screen before I show you guys the difference between natural lighting and a lighting kit. Reezy's trying to bust raps on his channel. Okay, cool. So people can see the screen. So as far as, so this is the store I created for you guys to follow called Low Key Husky. So which is nice because we've already had 5 sales, I think. Let me see. Let me look at the orders. Yeah, we've had 5 sales already, which is great. So let's look at the store real quick. All these pictures were taken without a light kit. So it's actually not too bad. This is just, and natural light gives you the true color of the item. But look at this. This is a Coach bag that I bought that I took pictures of outside. And the color is basically perfect. Like, this is not a lighting kit, but this is the exact color of what it looks like in person. Yeah, Robert. Reezy's a small dude. He's like 5'3". And I'm 6'1", so I make him look extra small. But yeah, you can see natural lighting looks fine. You don't need a lighting kit at all. And all these photos were taken at 8 in the morning. So this is just a white background. This is the angle that I like people to see my shoes at. I just think that looks the most aesthetic. But I also tried like this is the like Poshmark and Instagram sale photo, like it's a little more cool looking, but I personally like this view better. I got this Hello Kitty luggage, which is awesome. Yeah, I listed all my stuff I found around the house yesterday. And I got this little ex-boyfriend or girlfriend little button thing. Some shorts. If you have any shorts, list them now because it's the summer season. And I'll show you guys what's sold real quick. So if you guys want to basically spy on somebody, you can click on their store, go to see other items. So this is the store, right? But down here you can click sold and you can see what I sold. So here we have, I sold a putter. Used to play a lot of golf a long time ago when I made more money. So this was a putter that I had. So I sold that, took a best offer of I think 160, something like that. This is a return that I sold from my other kid. Definitely cheap sold this, but I'm trying to get some feedback, so it's okay. This is a Gucci bag. A Gucci bag and this $100 mug both sold to people that follow me on Instagram. So it's cool to have a following to sell. So even though this store will have lower search rankings because you guys are looking at it, hopefully I can sell something to my following and it makes up for it. Thriftmeister, it might be a bad, it might be blurry because of the connection speed. Yeah, that's a good point. Let's see, let me turn that around. You can see I still have 3 feedback. And they're all feedback as a buyer. See, I don't have any feedback as a seller yet. So no one has left me feedback for buying anything, but I just sold all 5 this week, so. CG Barnes says on Amazon, you're able to use stock photos. I agree with that. That's a good point. Am I testing out free shipping? Yes. So I'm doing a mix of different listings for pricing. Oh, the ribbon is charity. So for this account, see right here, 10% of all money goes to Oakland's Children's Hospital. So I'm testing to see if this helps me sell more. You know, it's an official eBay for charity listing. So the ribbon is nice, right? Because it helps you stand out in search rankings. I mean, let's see where I actually rank. Let's go up here and type it in and see what happens. See, check this out. I just typed this into the search bar, right? And I actually rank above this guy. So we're both offering free shipping. So in my opinion, like from this picture, you can tell I actually have this item. And it also has the ribbon. So it looks a little bit sexier. Plus I'm slightly cheaper than this guy. So I'm pretty sure I should be able to sell my item before this guy. I think it's really important to search your own items all the time to see what's going on. Clark, what's up? Clark, you need to email me so we can communicate better than on Patreon. Thanks for joining my live. Awesome. I got a follow or a subscriber from the UK, the sewing machine man. I've only sold one sewing machine and it took forever. It was profitable though. Let's go back to the store real quick. CSDS asks, what do I think about watching my own items? Let's see what happens. How do you watch? Yeah. Oh, you can add to your watch list. I think it's okay. I mean, because now you add a watcher and it will tell you now how many people are watching a specific item, which is great. I think it's okay. It might help your boost. I've heard Cassini likes activity, but no one knows what Cassini, the search algorithm for eBay, really likes. But one watching, is that me or is that somebody else? I forgot. This one I'm charging for shipping. And unfortunately, my shoes don't fit in a flat rate because I'm size 12. So it makes it tough. Let's see here. What other questions do you guys have? Yeah, I would agree that stock photos is kind of a dangerous road. Make sure when you use stock photos, it's not on eBay. It's not the manufacturer one because they're not cool with that. Thanks, Kimberly. Thanks for subscribing. And I definitely have two channels. Two journeys. One more for advanced and one more for beginners. Oh, you're limited to 300 watched items. I did not know that. Thanks, Midwest, for that. I think that's a pro tip if that's actually true, which it should be. Flitchard says, have an event closer to Oakland. Yeah, we're going to have an event in the North Bay, or the actual Bay Area. Santa Cruz is kind of far. I'll do it. Yeah, okay, cool. Notification says that it is me watching the item. That's why there's only one. But yeah, this is exciting, getting this stuff set up. Oh, it gives you notifications when they're ending soon. So for me, how I do it is I go to my eBay, and when items are unsold, I just relist them. I don't think I have any unsold. Don't have any unsold yet because I just started. But this is cool. You can see the seller level. It's kind of interesting when you look at this because it says $4.80, which is the price of my first item that I sold, this $12 mug. See, up here, the sales include shipping, but down here, the sales do not include shipping, which is very confusing. Stephanie says, any tips with marketing a private label item? Yes, so you want to build an audience first. Let me stop my screen share. And we'll just do live Q&A. Marketing private label items, I think you have to, first of all, it depends on what you want to do with your private label. Like, I think true private label is just finding items that are selling well and then making something slightly better, right? My private label, which is just basically building my own brand, is more, I'm going to be selling hats. So it's not a novel concept, right? It's not something unique, really. So the brand is going to be about lifestyle. So hopefully I can give my hat to some social media influencers. I can try to take the hat in cool places. And then hopefully when my hats sell out, I can just reorder them. That would be the idea behind this. Midwest says go back and occasionally remove the ended watch item. That's a good strategy. For me, I don't watch any items except for the stores that I'm trying to copy. So like BHFO, I watch one of their items so that I can quickly get to their store and see what they're doing. Notification says, do I need to register and pay for a legit business name to have an actual eBay store? No, you do not. But I recommend it. I recommend you get the DBA because that way you can own your own brand. So if your store is called Carol's Treasures and you own carolstreasures.com and your state recognizes Carol's Treasures as a business, I feel like it all ties together nicely. Yes, so Thriftmeister asks, does the 10% charity go off your total sales price? It does. So If I sell something for $200, $20 goes to charity. And you don't pay the final value fees on that $20. So it's a lot. So 10% net goes to charity. So it's a pretty substantial amount. And I think that, I could be wrong, I should be able to charge a little bit more for a charity auction, not necessarily 10% more, but we'll see what happens. Robert's saying, the set itself messes photos up. That makes sense, because like the lighting in this room is kind of messed up because the lighting is behind me. So if I had a light in front of me or I was facing the window, it would be better. Yeah, if you guys are still watching me, hit the like button below. That would really help me. Like and subscribe. Let's see. Robert's awesome. Everyone go follow Robert's channel. I'll put it in the description so you guys can check it out. He's been a wealth of knowledge on this video. Russ, what's going on? Are we still meeting tonight? I think we are. Do we meet tonight or do we meet Thursday nights? So actually it's tonight for sure, because I don't meet on Tuesdays or Thursdays. But yeah, this is again true for blocks of time. I think I have a really good relationship with my girlfriend because I work on it at the same time every single week, like my eBay store. Yep. All right, Russ, I'll see you guys tonight. So I'm going to hop off now and get some work done. If you guys have any questions, kenkeonthebay@gmail.com. Hit me up, and I'll add Robert's link to the description if you guys want to check it out. He's also a wealth of knowledge. And 5 p.m. my time, great. See, got all these people keeping me in check. If you guys try public accountability, it's a bitch. Like, I can't put it any other way. Like, trying to be on YouTube talking about eBay and not having a good eBay store does not work. So, all right, guys, have a good one. See ya.